Welcome to a DropTent Media production.
Hey guys, thank you for tuning in to the Magical Misery Tour. Our guest this week is Brandon Mitchell. Brandon Mitchell is one of the hosts of the Alt Black podcast that is on right here with us on DropTent Media. Go check that out. You can find him on Twitter at Barack_Obiscuit. Fuck yeah, that's a great one. He also helps host an open mic, Whiz City, that is at Milkboy on South Street. That is every Tuesday night. Go check it out. This is a great episode. We watch some really fucked up videos. We hear about the time Brandon left a man to die. It's adorable. It's adorable. Fuck Stand By Me. That's what I'm getting at. And yeah, just listen to it because it's great. And yeah, hi, bye. Everything. What have I become? Sweetest of friends. Everyone I know goes away. Hello and welcome to the Magical Misery Tour, where funny people discuss life's unfunniest things. I am your host, as always, Jesse Dram. Also, as always, is my co-host, always, Nick.
Okay, that's enough. Thanks. Yeah, hey, what's up, buddy? It's good to see you.
Wood.
Okay.
What's up, bud?
It's always got to be weird with you.
Yeah, just a little bit.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
Happy Thursday to our listeners. Happy Saturday to you.
I've been doing Fridays lately.
Damn it.
Yeah, I switched it up.
Thanks for letting me know. All right, cool. No, it's
always
fine.
changing. Man.
Yeah, I like
Be
it.
like an ever-flowing stream.
Oh, Jesus. You've been reading Nietzsche again.
That's not exactly Nietzsche.
It's Nietzsche, right?
No,
Yeah?
Nietzsche is like, an ever-flowing stream that goes off a cliff, and also nothing happens when you die.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Also, also Nazis are good. Nietzsche.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah,
So I didn't mean that.
Yeah.
Perfect. How are you, though? You good?
I'm pretty good, yeah. I went to see a concert last night. My girlfriend paid for me to go see a concert, Dream Theater. I cried a lot. Maybe.
Aw, you still are crying at these concerts?
It's a whole concept album they're playing about life and death. And, the last time I saw this band, I actually saw them earlier on this tour in Philly. It was my dad's birthday, and my dad's been dead 10 years, so it was very emotionally. In the meantime, I went and lost another dad to the Reaper. So it hit me all over again.
Sorry. I just love little Jesse Dram with his hands on his head. That's right. Talking about dead relatives. Like, hey, I lost my sis. Like,
all my father figures are gone. Neil, you know that. Like, you're a dead daddy boy.
I would also be up here too. Yeah, I'm up there with you with my hands.
Anyway,
on my hips.
our guest this week, I don't know if his dad is dead or not.
Let's hope not.
We'll find. I hope not.
Yeah.
Nah, man. My dad's alive as fuck.
Rub it the fuck in, man.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Love it.
He's a comedian. He is also the host on the DropTent Media Network of Alt Black.
Yeah.
Fucking Brandon Mitchell.
Hey, what's going on, guys? What's up? What's going on?
Yeah.
It's good to have you, Brandon. Pleasure.
I love how one of my credits is a live dad now.
Yeah. No, that's right. Guys, you've seen him everywhere. He's been here. He's been there. Dad, still kicking. Brandon Mitchell.
It's a brag. I like for me, it's a brag. And like someone did that at a show, I'm like, fucking good credit. Good fucking credit, dude.
Shit's really going for this.
Yeah, I like it a bunch. Oh, where to begin with you? I don't know anything about All Black is a great podcast. Like I said, we talked about it yesterday. I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm up on all. I think I'm up to date. And I was like, I love what you guys do. I think you're a great between you, Lemaire, and Keane, all comics in the city. If you don't know, I love the chemistry you had. I said that to you last night.
See, this is how white I am. I perversely want to be a guest on that podcast.
I know.
No, seriously.
No, I know that. No, I know that in you. And it's a safe space in here. I've been here having to do work while they're recording. Okay. And it is a very safe space. You are not allowed in, sir. Mm-hmm. How dare you? Not a safe space in the way that I mean it.
I think you meant a safe space.
I meant like it's their space. They've got into their shit.
Right.
All right. They've had on guests. You had a guest on.
Yeah, we had. We didn't drop that episode. We had Marshall. I wasn't here. Like when a person's not like on, which for the most times either like me if I have some shit I have to do, or like last time, or like Keane wasn't there, so we had a guy named Marshall Lee, and he was a improviser.
Okay, yeah, I met him for a hot second. They were recording that right after we were recording the Eckenroth episode. Yeah. I think, yeah. Anyway, well, you know what? We typically start the story on childhood, and we're trying to stick with the format a little bit more this week. So tell us just how not dead is your dad?
62 and alive.
That's not that not
That's like
dead.
a strong
62.
62 though.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's like he goes to the gym like 3 times a week.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He's still the dude that's like, hey, I need some furniture. I have to move out. He's like, oh yeah, that's him. You know, it's call pops. You know. So my dad's good on that. Good on that aspect.
I was just listening to a thing recently. It was somebody in their 50s, and they were talking about getting healthy, saying like, what I'm really doing now is I'm deciding right now what kind of old man I'm gonna be. Am I gonna be like the still strapping, can still help shit out, or am I gonna be like, my knee has hurt since 1973? Fuck you, leave me alone. But it sounds like your dad's like keeping up.
Yeah. I wish that was like a gene that like he passed on to like us. Because like I'm 27 and my back hurts every fucking day. Yeah. Every day it fucking hurts.
Well, what did you do to it? Are you like
no, I just
sleeping
suck.
on a hay mound? Or?
I just drink more Arizona iced tea than I did water growing up. So it's
that'll do it.
That's why you have to do Arnold Palmer. Yeah, that's why it's always so. If you got to do the Arnold Palmer, they help your back.
I remember me and Neil were talking, and like remember I was talking about I was just talking about like still drinking like malt liquor,
right?
And then Neil was just like, he was like, "Oh, I have Aquafina." I was like, "No, I don't drink Aquafina. I was like, it tastes gross to me." And he's just like, "What the fuck? You were just here talking about how you drink malt liquor."
Blew my mind. I got away from malt liquor like no one's business when I first tasted it.
Yeah, I think I had it like once or twice. I remember the fucking Suburban thing is that game Edward 40 Hands.
Oh yeah.
It's
very stupid.
You know Edward 40 Hands?
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Because it goes in two folds. Like I feel the normal progression is like you get the taste of beer, and then you may move on and become a taste for like vodka or scotch. You pick maybe a liquor you also like, possibly, right? Mm-hmm. But some other people were like, no, you got to try malt like liquor. I was like, what is
it specifically? It's just like really high, really shitty beer, right? That's what the malt is.
It's
right?
not even that high. I think. I don't know.
There's something that's just like 4%, 5%. So it's not like, you know.
That was more. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not like some of it will just not like even really just like fuck you up. Because it's just like a lot of it, or the fact that you could just get like 3 of them for like $6.
Yeah, they are cheap as fuck. Okay, so it looks like they're not all that high.
Malt liquor is just it's a stronger lager or ale in which sugar, corn, and other adjuncts are added to the malted barley. That's the only difference.
Okay, so pretty much they're making they're gestating the alcohol in an extremely cheap way.
Yeah, but it's just another thing of like, oh, then you might get the taste for that. I was like, I cannot drink this. This is, and then other people I saw in like college were still drinking it, and I was just like, why are you? You got to taste it. It's so good.
I love how the first like. What the picture's up there is fucking Steel Reserve. Oh my god.
Oh, Country Club.
It's so disgusting. Like now they have like flavored ones. They have flavored Steel Reserve. There's like raspberry Steel Reserve and like
I don't fucking trust that even a little bit. No. Have some strawberry fucking metal shavings.
Yeah. It's like lemon Steel Reserve. It just says, oh, this just tastes like piss with lemon flavor. Like that's all it is.
God, that was actually.
Are your family drinkers? Sorry, Jess, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just wondering if your family are drinkers at all, or just kind of casually. Or,
I mean, like my mom and dad. Like my dad used to be like my dad used to drink a lot before I was born.
Gotcha.
My mom is not a drinker.
Straightened up once the baby came.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, fuck that. But he was like a violent drunk for a little bit.
Oh, nice.
No, like before, you know. So like, you know, like when like he had like his first son or whatever, he's just like, yeah, I'm not drinking no more.
Nice.
So then like after that, like
I'm terrified that'll happen to me if I have kids. So I don't that is not a sacrifice I want to make.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But you're not that type of drinker, and we've always said that about it. You've talked about it on the podcast. You're not that type of drinker. Jesse drinks like some people take vitamins.
He's
like
referred to it as European sober. Yeah. I drink to fall asleep, but I don't get fucked up ever.
He has like 4 beers. Like maybe if he has a day, if he skips a day or something, but he'll have 4 beers. I've never seen him angry, let alone actually excited.
Like I got a real drinking problem. I put him back and I make my friends watch YouTube videos with me. I'm out of control.
Yeah. It's not really a problem.
Listen to this metal song you're not going to like.
Yeah. We'll do that later.
Fuck yeah.
So he was kind of had a little drinking period, like most fathers do. Yeah. They'll tell you. Did he ever kind of tell you what he does with those sons, what most fathers do? They're like, oh, I used to tear it up back in my day.
Yeah, no,
I just love that.
I remember once when I was like fucking 17 or 18, and I was all like, I was passed out on my porch. and I wake up the next morning. He let me sleep on the porch.
Nice.
Yeah, he let me sleep on the porch. And when I came in the next morning, and he was just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? He was like, you're a fucking 18-year-old drunk. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And he was like, you know what I used to do? He was like, you're 18 years old. He's like, all you do is get drunk and fucking play video games. He said, when I was fucking 22, I used to get drunk and just fuck prostitutes. And I was just like, oh shit, Dad. It's like, he made me feel bad for two things. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel bad twice now. It's just like, oh shit, like, I feel bad for being passed out on your porch. And the second thing is like, I feel bad because I was drunk and not having fun.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't live up to your drunk standard.
That is a double kind of parenting right there. Like, I'm disappointed in you. Also, you're not shit.
Yeah.
I remember when I got busted smoking for the first time. My dad was cigarettes. My dad was pissed off. He was like, I'd rather you be smoking weed, all right? At least you're getting something out of that. That fucking cigarettes, what are you getting out of that? You should be smoking weed. You should be drinking. You know, when I smoked weed and drank, I fucked this entire goddamn town. You're listening to your sad music. Like, what did I do wrong again?
A father angry at your partying. Like, he's like, you're doing it wrong. Like, he's a party like Charlie Sheen. You're fucking over here just emo bullshit.
Your dad should have did that shit that the dad on the Breakfast Club did. It just made you smoke a whole pack.
Oh yeah.
Your dad didn't smoke cigarettes?
No, my dad never smoked cigarettes.
Oh wow, I don't know why. You know why? It's because your dad is burned in my brain. He's got a sweet shot of his dad with just like a vest on and nothing underneath. And
no, he's wearing a shirt.
Oh, is he wearing a shirt underneath?
He's wearing a vodka shirt underneath. Yeah.
Oh yeah, let me.
You got like a Harley Davidson dad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And you can see that my dad's glorious mullet.
They can kinda, yeah. I'm not gonna zoom in. I'll put a picture in later.
That's okay.
Yeah, but I just picture him like right before that picture, he's just like tapping. Like packing a pack of cigarettes, just with that vest and those tattoos. I just don't picture him not smoking. I did not know that. So he was just like, "Why aren't you smoking weed?"
For whatever reason, my dad's side of the family would never really smoke. They were all fucking drinkers.
Right.
They were all violent as fuck.
All the Polish, it's.
That was more the Irish side. They were half
Irish
Polish.
side. Okay.
Like, I remember my sister's mother told me a story. God, it's going to be hard not to just go down this. She told me the story of the night she met my dad. She was hanging out with one of her girlfriends, and then a bunch of her biker friends show up, and my dad's best friend pretty much just chased her around the house pretending he was going to rape her.
Oh, Jesus.
And my dad was like,
80s jokes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, oh, a little 17-year-old. Let me see what's going on down there.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Like,
awful.
it's literally like Scooby-Doo where they're like running in and out, but with rape.
But with rape, that's terrifying. That's great. That's
It's
awful.
like if Harvey Weinstein did a Scooby-Doo episode.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great if they would like cut to a little interstitial, like he's fucking banging a tambourine in the middle. Sorry, this might be too esoteric, but fuck, what was the other story I was going to tell? It's not important.
Yeah, it's okay. Oh, you don't need it. I'm wondering, okay, so they're not your mom. How did you see your mom? So your dad's a virile man, still kind of in shape. You know what I mean? He's still out and about. Are your mom and your dad still together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
They've been married for many years now, I'm guessing. Wow, jeez.
Like, no, they've been together for like 20 something, or like 30, like probably like 30 years.
Had you out of wedlock?
Oh man, we're all out of wedlock.
Jesus hates that, dude.
Yeah, I'm 27, so they've been together since probably my second oldest brother, so like probably like 32 years.
Okay,
so they've been together for like 30. Probably like 30 plus years.
Second oldest brother. You're saying you're not the baby? Are you the baby?
No, yeah, I'm the last one.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm the last one. But like they got married when I was like 18.
Okay.
Yeah. They were just together. So like when you get like
somebody's insurance was much better than somebody else's.
It was just like there was like like my dad wasn't like legally divorced yet. He was separated but not divorced.
Yeah.
And then when he got legally divorced,
18 years later.
Yeah, 18 years later.
That dragged the fuck out, man.
Yeah, like
Sabrina didn't want to give him up.
So
it takes a long time.
So like when they finally did that, we were just like, yo, we should just get married. And it was like, all right, whatever. And they fucking got married.
So how much older are your brothers than you? Or brothers and sisters?
I have a brother. I have a brother that's a year older than me, and then I have a brother that's 3 years older than me, and then I have a brother that's 4 years older than me. Then I have a brother that's 7 years
Yeah,
older.
your parents
Dad's
fuck in
fucking-
succession.
And not to mention, Dad is virile.
Yeah.
Nothing but Y chromosomes been spitting out of that.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
But like it's so like my dad had 2 before he was with my mom.
Oh shit.
And then my mom had 1
Oh, all right.
before.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, before she was with my dad.
3 kids.
And then when
prior
my mom and dad
marriage,
got together,
right.
they had 2. Me and my other brother.
Gotcha.
But I noticed that like it's like only like a white people thing where people say half brother.
Oh,
We don't.
Yeah.
My sister would kick the shit out of me if I called her my half sister.
Well, see, I specified half brother because it said like, oh yeah, I have I have a sister who's 5 years younger than me, and then my brothers are 10 years younger than me, 5 years younger than me. Like, oh, the brother and sister twins? Like, no, my parents didn't love each other. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they was fucking before they got together. Yeah, they was
Exactly.
they was fucking. Yeah, they was fucking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like I'll try to explain that to people. I'll just be like, we're like the Black Brady Bunch, you know?
yeah. No, I got you. Man, that's what, so I'm wondering, do your brothers then? Because you talked about your dad had maybe a little drinking before. Did they have stories of when they were old? Because did he stop drinking when he basically had you?
Nah, he was like
before he had those kids in general.
So like he stopped.
All right. So he was a young man running around.
Yeah, like so like
Gotcha.
86,
Right,
87.
right.
Just kind of just. But after that, it was just like a casual like a
Right.
beer on like a Sunday, a football game type.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
so it was
gotcha.
just, chill after that.
Did you get the shit kicked out of your brother? I mean, did your brothers kick the shit out of you? What kind of relationship with your brother? They're pretty close together.
No, yeah, well, like that's the thing. It was just
Years.
like, it's gonna happen,
Right.
When
Yeah.
Of course.
you're in a house with like fucking like 6 other people, 5-6 people. It's like you're bound to
Right.
to do that. My brother used to do this thing because he was like so much older than like the rest of us, and he like loves like boxing. He used to make us. We would get all the like socks in our house.
Oh, nice.
And we would just box each other with socks.
Yeah. We just somebody bought us boxing gloves, like a butthead, or we got them from Goodwill. One of the two, probably Goodwill. And yeah, they would just be like, "Yeah, go downstairs."
Yeah, no, dude.
Go to the basement,
Me and my brothers
swing
box
it
all
out.
the time. It's fucking
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, my brother punched me. With a sock and bopper when he was like 14. He was like 14, so I'm like 10 years old.
Do they still make those fucking things?
No, they don't. They don't
There's
anymore.
no way they can.
Yeah, but they have a
They
age.
make those in lawn darts still, actually. Yeah, they don't. Go
They have like an age restriction on those things. Like you can't use them if you're like older than like 11, I think. Yeah, my brother put it on. He's like 14 years old. He punched me with a sock and bopper. I felt all of his fist. I felt all of his fist. I was like, yo, you're better off just punching me.
It's just a delayed fist because it's just the balloon hits it like that part, and then the fist happens after.
I was like, Jesus fucking
If anything,
Christ.
it's worse because then as like it tries to retain its shape, then the material pushes you back.
Yeah, my nephew knocked my tooth out.
Really?
We were down. I mean, it was pretty loose, but yeah. And then it popped me. Tooth popped out, and then I was excited. I was like, "Yes, good work!" We did it. And then I ran upstairs, and our Rottweiler tackled me and ate it. I didn't know. Yeah, dogs will eat your teeth. This story goes nowhere. I didn't say it was funny. I'm just letting you know that dogs will eat your teeth, and I was crushed at the age of like 8.
I think I told this.
Not even.
I told this story on I think the last podcast that we did. I did a diving headbutt on my brother. You know,
Nice.
Chris Benoit.
Chris Benoit, it worked out well for him.
Yeah. No, so I did it. I did it to my brother, and I knocked one of my teeth out.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like 11. It popped right out.
Your parents must have been fucking pissed.
they were mad.
I never lost any teeth, but I did mention I would wrestle around my cousins quite a bit. We would build structures out of mattresses and shit, and it would be like King of the Hill, basically. And in retrospect, like, definitely just throwing children 5 feet off of objects. My cousin Stephanie kicked me through... No, my cousin Tracy kicked me through a guitar, and my cousin Stephanie kicked me like I hit my head through her wall.
Yeah, is that why you had trouble with that sentence? You have head injuries?
I had to remember who kicked me through what.
Gotcha,
They're sisters. Well, they were sisters.
Everyone gets it. It's fun to when you're in like a shitty household or you don't have a lot of money. You just get the shit kicked out of you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
And then you
fun.
get a little older and you discover firecrackers, and then that's your entertainment.
Yeah. Oh.
Right. You know what? This is usually a little early to throw to a video, but I have a specific one that would go in here. If you could go to the YouTube one, Neil. And if anybody has ever seen the movie Orphan, that happened in real life, basically. So if we could just roll on this a little bit, they gave all the explanation we need.
Now a story making headlines around the world. Is this child a child or a grown woman? Florida couples say they were duped into adopting her from Ukraine. They claim they were told she was only 6 years old.
Oh,
shit, dude, my bad.
Okay.
You can fill me in. Want me to take this?
Sorry. So
Hadn't even
if you
thought
want
of
to,
that.
yeah. Sorry,
So it is for the listening audience. It is actually silent in the room if you're not wearing headphones.
Yeah.
And Brandon was not wearing headphones.
Yeah, I thought you guys were like, oh, here's Charlie Chaplin.
Father tells our Stephen Fabian she threatened to kill his family.
Is this the face of a child or a woman posing as a child?
Yeah.
Her name
Yeah.
is Natalya, and in 2010, she was adopted by Michael and Christine Barnett. They were told she was originally from Ukraine and was afflicted with a form of dwarfism.
How old do you think she is at the
All right, so if you can pause it for a
That
second, because I don't know if they
moment.
get to this specific thing, but the thing I was listening to when I first heard this, you know how they found this? They said they took her home and they
Right.
tried to bathe her, and she had a full-on bush.
Yes.
Yeah, Jesus fucking
So
Christ.
she's supposed to be what, 6?
Six
Right?
with dwarfism.
when they met her. I
Right.
mean, when they adopted her, they took her home, full on bush.
They found documentation that she's 23.
Yeah.
Because they also found like clothes with like period blood on them.
So they
and
did,
shit.
they did bone density tests, and apparently that was the problem. Was like that's why she was like, because of her diagnosis and what she has, she was able to, or I don't know how I haven't seen footage, but apparently, and she is threatened. So what they end up doing, which I don't know if you want to give it away, but for Brandon, if you didn't hear any of this, they end up doing is they end up leaving her. Like this happened in Canada.
No. They were American. They changed
moved
countries
right
to get away from this little psycho.
They fucking bounced because she multiple times. Like if you watch the movie Orphan, it is. From all reports, this is insane because she basically, it fits all the things. Like she's threatened by the wife, apparently comes on to the father, which is in the horror movie Orphan, of the same situation, but only a woman who's somehow like a Russian girl who looks very, very young for whatever reason, but proportional and doesn't have any problems or anything like that. And she ends up trying to fuck the dad. She's got identity issues. She kills shit. Like, it's fucking insane. This apparently is what the fuck happened. And you want to keep it more? Or
Yeah, no, I had no idea that was a fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
No
idea.
one did.
I just thought The Orphan was just a shitty movie.
Yeah.
It was, but realistically,
that
we
great.
all need to remember the important moral from the movie The Orphan, which is
Right.
don't adopt.
Right.
You don't know what you're getting. It's a mystery bag, for fuck's sake.
It is.
6.
But questions about Natalya's age surfaced the first night they brought her home. Barnett was urgently called into the bathroom by his wife, who was bathing.
Fortunately, he wears
Natalya.
ties from
This
1990.
look on her face. She's white as a ghost. She's scared. And she just says,
They adopted Eddie
You think you have
Molinaka's
a-
sister.
Yep.
It's
my show. I'm Natalya.
Holy shit.
6-year-old in your house, and there are signs that she's already gone through puberty, which would make her much older than 6 years old. Yeah.
And they
That's
say
got to be
there was something
disturbing. A
else.
6-year-old with a full fucking bush. I mean, that's
Yeah,
I don't like that on a grown
do you think
fucking
they're-
woman. So
You had, Jesus. Do you think they were at this point where she was like, when they were like, oh man, I mean, because of her disability, we don't want to say anything. Like, we
Right.
don't want to, because you don't know how that, I wouldn't know how much that fucks up my hormones or whatever.
yeah, I don't
Do you
know
know
what
what I mean?
happens with dwarfism. I mean,
Like, it's a very also different version of dwarfism. Do you know what I mean? It's not.
Right.
I wouldn't know, and I would be that person who'd be like, "We need to go to the internet." I would like talk to a doctor or something.
But it's crazy that they were still just like, oh no, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
that would be so great if like that's immediately like
Yeah.
they left her in the bath
tub.
and went to
They're just,
It's like,
honey,
man, I'm about to look up cribs right now.
honey, yeah, play with the duckies. It'll be fine. And they're just-
that's what it was. What other alternate did they have? They didn't want to Google 6-year-old pussy hair.
right. That's
'Cause
not
that's just-
ever a good.
No.
I've been on the dark web, and it's not good. Don't be on there. It's very
She's got a
sick.
monthly cycle, and she's hiding it. And I'm stunned.
There was another red flag.
Technically, she is a Ukrainian adoptee. She's never spoken a word of it.
She doesn't have a hint of an accent.
Hello and happy Thanksgiving.
The family already had
I don't
three
like that.
sons. One son, Jake, is a math genius who was profiled on 60 Minutes in 2012. In the segment, you can see Natalya sitting at the dinner table with the rest of the family.
She attempted to kill Christine twice.
According to Barnett,
Yeah, that girl sucks, man.
Yeah, that's also if you pulled this off, why are you gonna blow it?
Right.
You gotta. My teeth fell out.
Your teeth always
Hey,
fall.
everyone.
You're so gross.
You got a free ride for like 15 fucking years.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is not say like, by the way, I'm gonna kill you in your sleep and fuck your husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, she sucks, yo.
Yeah, I don't. Her feet are too big. That's a sign. Her feet are too big.
poisoned his wife with a household cleaning product, Pine Sol.
Right. They thought she was poisoning.
Her coffee. She just says blatantly, plainly, no emotion. I'm trying to kill you. I want you dead.
Barnett says Natalya expressed a desire to stab the entire family in their sleep.
Nice.
It was at that point
But
that
she's
the
so
Barnett
small.
I'll have
I
ice.
mean,
Right. Yeah. I like her. I love the idea that she's just very casually just talking to the family about murdering them. Just, have a good night. I hope you guys are sleeping tight. I mean, I won't stab you in your sleep or whatever. All right.
see you in the morning.
Little
comrades.
footsteps. Oh.
No, those are big feet. Those are adult
that's a very large feet.
I feel like if she got away with killing somebody, then like it's your fault. You know,
Kind of.
Exactly.
You deserve it.
A little
bit. You
Yeah. Yeah, you have Child Play, the movie, happening in your house, and we all know that movie is, I mean, you can easily kill Chucky. It's not hard to do.
Yeah, it's a fucking 5-pound dog.
Yeah, it's not that.
You know what I got? You know what I got from that movie though, from Child's Play, is to never buy shit off of crackheads.
Sure.
Because she bought the damn Chucky doll in the alleyway from a damn crackhead.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a red flag. I gotta put it there.
Nah.
Yeah, don't buy shit from crackheads. You know what I mean?
Probably
So that means also avoid Facebook Marketplace because
Yeah.
it's literally the same thing.
don't even bother.
enough.
So
They
I'm
decided
wondering-
to move and start a new life without their adopted daughter.
They
love
packed
this.
up their lives and headed north of the border to Canada, but they left
So-
Natalya to fend for herself all alone at this apartment in Lafayette, Indiana.
Right.
This goes all records off the shelf. Dude,
Immediately.
I would love to be there for that. This needs to be made into a comedy. Because could you just imagine the last day of the subterfuge of the entire family just having to, hi Natalya, how are you?
Right.
No, we're not going anywhere.
No.
Just sprucing some things up. We're gonna drop this off at donations.
I'm wondering how much they left too. I mean, she had to wake up in the morning and then just like, it's just boxes on the floor. Like everything's gone. They move in the middle of the night and she just comes on out. She's like, I shouldn't have threatened them last night, I guess. It's bullshit. I just don't understand how they didn't report it. That's the thing I kept wondering about the story. Is they just left her and bounced, and they were like, "Fuck it, the cops aren't gonna believe this." I guess they're just like, I mean, the cops aren't gonna believe this, so let's just leave and go to another country where we can't be prosecuted.
It's probably better to do it that way. Just like, I'll fight it out in the courts. I haven't had my throat slit in my sleep, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah, there's no
Right,
way.
that's the other thing. The mother is being charged with like child abuse now because they still have no idea how old this little munchkin is.
You said she was like 23, right?
Supposedly,
Supposedly,
Yeah,
they're
like,
trying
oh,
to
fuck
narrow
that.
it down. Yeah,
should-
but legally, her paperwork still says she's like 6.
that's the thing.
Nah, fuck that, man. She's a fucking 23-year-old freeloader.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You get a free crib. You know what I mean? Like, you got a house now. Shut up. Like,
Yeah, and stop threatening to kill the fucking. God.
yeah, she sucks, man.
Let's just skip ahead.
I'm just so shocked that's a fucking true story, man. I'm not adopting a motherfucking person. Like,
This is terrible. Well, it's from
Massive
Ukraine.
amount of research on this, looking
Nothing
at
good
historical
comes from
records,
there.
medical records, mental health records, and it is apparent that this person is an adult and always has been when she was in the care of the Barnetts.
The Barnetts face 2 counts of felony neglect.
fuck
Charges
that.
They say missed the point entirely.
Do you have any doubts that Natalya is an adult?
Absolutely not. There's no doubt whatsoever.
This poor guy.
Police
They
claim
really,
Michael.
really should have hired a PR person. It's kind of weird to have him like, yeah, she got pussy hair. We bounced. That's it. You would have done
Real
this
quick.
Look me in the eye and tell me you wouldn't do the same. Tell me you go home to your precious little girl.
Right.
She fucking sits down. You just hear a little.
Yeah.
You're gone.
Oh, I'm imagining they're hearing like Adam's family like in the middle of the night just. Honey, what was that? I love it. I know that's not as funny to you. I'm a little off. But yeah, thank you for mentioning, but it was terrifying to hear that story. I cannot believe. Very dark shit. I still don't know why they didn't try to just like.
How'd you find out that it was a true?
This is all over the nation. This came out. Yeah, this came out. It was honestly, it came out as like, hey, the movie The Orphan came to life. And that caught headlines. So it was all over the place.
So this happened afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. This is happening right now.
Yeah.
And Orphan was like 10 years ago.
Yeah. This broke, I think.
Oh,
last
she's a
week.
fucking hack then.
Yeah.
Be original. How you gonna break out in this? You have any idea what a fucking market it is for content right now? You gotta stand out.
Now. It's a nightmare.
She probably saw that shit and was probably just like, oh shit, I know what I'm gonna do.
Taking notes. Those notes are someplace. She's definitely got notes someplace.
She's like, no, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna watch a fucking B-rated movie and I'm gonna get a whole little family now. Then I'm gonna murder them.
Are there B-rated movies now?
Yeah. What do you mean?
B-rated? Oh, like
yeah,
a B.
like B. Yeah,
I was thinking B instead of
I know.
R,
Yeah,
as opposed
no,
to I don't know.
yeah.
B movies are awesome. I take it back.
No, it's a good place to really slow up the function of this. It's good. It's a good place to fuck up the flow. No, but I agree. I think this is. I love dark shit like this. I don't know how much, Brant, do you fuck with dark shit?
Oh no, I try to
keep it in the positive.
Oh yeah, I don't. You know, hey, no. I went on a World Star Hip Hop Fast.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, like 2 years ago, because like you always like, I forget who I was talking to, and I'm just like, every time I go on this website, I was like, I'll see some shit that just makes me sad. So I was like, just like fucking just stop going on it, and I was just like, I'm gonna try for a little bit. And after that, it's like, oh shit, 2 years later, it's like, oh, I haven't watched a single World Star video. So
Right.
it's like,
Well,
damn it. You know?
what was it you were watching on there that you felt was like damaging to you?
Oh,
was it like
fight
the
videos. You gotta be,
Dude, they really do get the adrenaline up.
it's a dark place world. You have to put star after that title because it's such a dark. If it was just like world something else, it's just a bleak world that fucking thing
like,
can have.
like-
It's so sad. It's just a violent. It just looks like absolute violence, right? It just looks terrifying.
I'll just be like, no. You know, I like the. If I'm watching like a fight video now, I'll be like, they'll be like, racist guy does something, and I'll just be like, okay, yeah, you deserve it, you know. But other than that, I was just like, oh shit,
That makes sense.
The stuff I really had to avoid when it came to watching fight videos was there were so many political rally videos of like the far left Antifa guys just getting.
I don't know why you like these videos.
Just getting fucked up by like these right winger Proud Boys. Yeah. And it sucked because I'm more on the side of the lefty guys, but at the end of the day, a lot of them are assholes, and it is adorable that they think they can fight, and then these fucking.
It's not adorable. They're fucking. They're a little brave. I've heard this. You've made this point, and I really want to say. They don't know that they're gonna get. They know they're gonna get their ass kicked, don't you? I think that's little braver.
No. But it's not brave because they're always 3 times in like 3 times the numbers as the other ones. That's why the absolute best video, if you could, let's
you
pull
see
it
the
up.
video of the I think it was like the dude who did the roundhouse kick.
Yes.
Oh, that
was one of the first ones I saw. Are we talking about like white guy squaring off like in a real
no.
karate stance?
This is a guy.
No, he does like a.
He's talking to a woman that's filming him.
Oh, okay. No, I haven't seen.
And then he fucking roundhouse kicked her.
And the first thing he's like, "Oh, I only meant to hit your phone."
Yeah.
He's like, no, you knew what you were doing.
And I think she was like pregnant or something.
Cobra
I didn't know
Kai.
that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that, but that
I've seen. I did see that someplace. I don't know why I saw it, but yes, I have seen.
Type in "Proud Boy Knockout."
Oh boy,
This is
really want to do
this is
this
an
now?
extremely
He's
short
been on
video.
a fast for like 2 years. I don't want to hurt him.
Actually, the other video I had pulled up in the background is from World Star, but it's not a fight. It's not a fight video.
All right. Well, do you want to really?
No. Well, you could have typed it up in there. Just all right. Proud Boy.
Does he knock it out like a white liberal?
Yes.
Okay.
But,
well, I'm all for like white on white crime.
There
So
you go.
I'm good. I'll be good. I think.
Knockout.
Yeah. And if you pull that up in the YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'll be. It's the very first one. It's literally
right there.
12 seconds. Now, this is beautiful because the other guy, again, who's a fucking scrawny vegan dork, who I more agree with than not, but he has a baton.
I have.
So he has a baton, and he has 4 other guys with him backing him up. and he is living out his video game fantasies right now. Like, I'm fighting Nazis. I'm protecting minorities. Never mind that we're all white people with trust funds. But that's besides the point.
Dude, these are bartenders, bro. Look at these guys.
That's what it all comes down to. Is this pisses me off because, like, I know they're like, we're trying to protect the underclass. No, this is fucking tribalism, and you're fighting the city hick kids, the hick kids. To me, yes.
Okay.
So watch Mr. Baton Boy and how
I'm not
how well this goes for him.
Yeah, I have seen this one. So this is
right. So coming at that dude,
Jessie,
whacked him.
Jesse's kind of in a way rooting for racists.
Ooh, yeah.
Bam! Don't kick him when he's down. Doesn't hit the girl next to him.
Go back. Go to the ending.
Let's just watch the whole thing again.
No, I'm talking about the. Go to the flag.
Just the end.
The flag.
What
what was it?
This is America. Don't catch you.
Oh,
okay.
Don't catch you slipping up. Don't catch you.
Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
Who put that? Now I'm curious.
I don't know
who made that video, because it's just like, if it's a Proud Boy, just like, you probably shouldn't be saying Childish Gambino lyrics.
No, that's very strange.
Proud Boys are idiots, but that's the thing. I love this video, and like, fuck the Proud Boys. They're fucking dorks.
Yeah. No, but that's also true. I was talking to somebody about like especially like people in like the scene, where it's just like, where I came from, if you like talked about somebody, you gotta like at least expect to like they're gonna attempt to fight you, or you have to.
No, exactly.
Yeah, so,
oh god.
And I always like, that's why I don't ever well, like, aside from the fact I never had like any real problems with people, but I've known if like whenever I had a real problem with a person, I'd be like, oh no, we're probably gonna have to fight soon.
There's one guy who's no longer in the scene anymore that I would have to fight if I saw him again.
Yeah, but you're prepared for that. You know what I mean?
But it's exactly that thing. He said some bullshit on the internet, and you forgot, like, the big thing that holds us back from men is we know at a certain point, if you say too much shit, you might get your fucking teeth knocked in.
Yeah.
That's why when a guy starts going off on the internet, it's like, bud.
That's why you lost your teeth.
Going too far? Exactly. That's how I lost my... No. Genetics was talking... I was talking shit about genetics, and they knocked my fucking teeth out. But
Proud Boy genetics. Knocked your teeth out.
Oh, God, the fucking Proud Boy.
So the neighborhood you grew up in...
where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Norristown.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I grew up in Norristown. What's up?
How bad?
No, it's like... well, like... What I noticed, like... And, like... There's like crazy. There's obviously like crazy people everywhere.
Sure.
But like what I noticed is like, if you kind of just like don't do like dumb shit,
right?
Dumb shit won't happen to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if, like, I still see dumb shit happen to people, and I'm just like, oh yeah, you know, he probably did something, or like, you know, they have a reason to be doing what they're doing, you know.
Yeah.
But there's like certain streets that you just like, hey, I probably shouldn't walk down here, but you know.
What's the demo? Is there any good parts of Norris? I don't know enough.
No, it's like. All right,
is like good, bad, like what?
No,
is it
there's
all
like
mixed up?
It's like some neighborhoods are like good. There's two. There's like a place called East Norton, and there's a place called West Norton.
Okay.
And like I had to explain this to somebody because like it's like on a map it says Norristown, but it's not Norristown.
Right.
But it's like just how like the map combines it. But I was like, I had to explain to somebody. I was just like, Norristown is in the top 50 worst places to live in America, right?
Oh, shit.
And East Norton is in the top 20 nicest places to live.
Oh.
And this is literally like a
that kind of disparity.
Yeah, no, it's just like it's a 15-minute drive.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That
So
kind
like,
of, yeah.
I was like, your existence up here versus our existence is
Right.
two different places. You know what I mean?
Wow.
It's so different. It's so different.
That's what's his name? Who says that? Yeah. John Gabris has that thing of like when he talks about Long Island. It's the same thing, and that's most of America. Well, kind of most, like, I think suburbs and stuff like that, Eastern Seaboard, things like that. You basically have such weird disparities between just like the next town over. Sometimes, like, it'll just be like you'll be like, where were you just now, and then where are we now? This is a completely different world.
Yeah.
And he said he would go like, it's like, I don't know what they talk about in terms of melting pot. John Gabris was like, this is more just like a salad. It feels like all the tomatoes are over here, all the cheese kind of clumped together over here. Like it's really not a melting pot. It seems like neighborhoods definitely got a short end of the stick from, redlining and all the
exactly
normal practices that happened, early 30s and 40s. It's fucking okay. So you kind of knew, as long as you didn't fuck up or be an asshole, you were like, all right, I'm good.
For the most part, it's like, just don't Don't do no dumb shit. Nothing dumb is gonna happen to you. You know.
How was school for you? Like, who'd you run with? What was teenage Brandon like?
I think like high school Brandon was like a pothead. So like that's when like Four Loko and all that shit started to happen. So it was just like I was getting into all types of dumb shit. But then before that, it was just like, I was just fucking like just kept to myself. It was just like just a kind of like a nerdy kid, but like all of my brothers were like kind of into like certain shit. So it was like, oh, you know what I mean? That's they're like, that's Jermaine's brother or stuff like that. Right. So people would be like, oh, so I know who you are, right? So I'm not gonna fuck with you. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Okay, you had a little bit of like introductory, like,
a little bit of clout.
Yeah. Okay. So they'd be like, oh yeah, that's you know, I know who his brothers are, so I'm not gonna do nothing to him.
Gotcha. So high school kind of went by with a breeze. There's no fights. Yeah. There's no relationships in there that were like just absolutely terrible. What's the girl?
No, man, I was just like fucking like. Junior, senior year, I was just getting drunk and high all the fucking time.
Were you like partying? Were you like going out? Were you getting laid and shit like that?
Yeah, you know, you're doing all the but early high school. It was just like early high school was just like, hey, I'm into like all the nerdy shit. I'm not gonna do anything. And then like once I was just like 17, I was just like, okay, I'm not gonna go to college. I'm not gonna do it like. I'm not going out. I'm not doing anything like that. I was just like, all right, I'm just going to fucking just get drunk and get high all the fucking time. Or I would show up at house parties and just steal liquor.
Oh, you were that fucking guy.
Yeah, I was that guy. Shit. Have you guys ever done that? You never took liquor from anybody's house?
No.
Oh, you fucking suck. You weren't doing it right. You weren't doing it right.
I wanted to get invited back, so I wanted to be a good guest.
No, but everybody's so fucked up. They didn't know. You know what I mean?
You know what it is? I honestly, I never went to any like big ragers.
Sure.
Like that. I feel like the movies lied to us about that. Like,
oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the one like the fucking band geeks are here, and so are the jocks, sure. And we apparently still have greasers here because movies don't change anymore.
Right. Yeah.
No, my high school would be like, my high school parties would be like, yo, you got weed too? All right, come over.
There you go.
Everybody would just be fucking just hanging out smoking weed.
Well, you mentioned a lot of partying, but like I said, with a lot of partying typically comes like chicks. We're trying to get into thing. Were you like how were you with women? Were you like pining after them or what?
No, I was just chill, man. I was just chill.
Hey, do you think he's gonna give up?
Just naturally came.
We gotta break him, bro. That's right. We gotta break this dude.
It's like, listen, you could tell us you were all in the
pussy.
No, man, we'll get out of here quicker. You need coffee.
No, there wasn't anyone. There wasn't any, you didn't have like a girlfriend at the time?
No, in high school I was just chilling.
No. All right,
yeah, I was just like I wasn't like
this is so alien to me. I was just saying,
oh, you're such a love boy.
Everybody's making out but Megan.
No, I wasn't like that dude though. You know
I know. Well, Jesse's a fucking lonely heart romantic, so it's a whole thing.
What were you guys doing?
No, I was just I
crying mostly.
Yeah, he was. Oh, shut up! You weren't that bad.
No, I was having fun.
Yeah. Just like
I was pretty fat, so once I got through the cute girls who would tolerate that, then it's like, all right, I really need to lose some weight, and then it was fine.
Right. I was a chubby guy. Too. But so I just became. Yeah, I was just playing the whole funny guy thing.
Really
had to.
How'd you lose all the weight?
Squat thrusts for me. Squat thrusts. I was 300 pounds in high school.
Yeah.
Really? Jesus
Christ. Big boy, man.
Stopped eating fast food probably in like.
I switched to diet soda. That helped a lot.
Right. Seventh grade, I think I stopped eating fast food.
Okay.
And like drinking soda. So that was, of course, like a big one. I just stopped eating all that kind of stuff. Learned how to cook and everything. Because my mom wouldn't want to cook. So she'd be like, I already had 2 of you.
Did you have like a pizza roll?
No, dude. I was
Hot
making
Pocket Mom?
No.
I had the
that's
pizza
your
roll,
mom.
Hot Pocket Mom.
Yeah, that's your mom.
Yeah.
No, my mom.
A lot of deli meats in the house.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, I will not be back tonight. Here, you got to fend for yourself.
No, I was gigantic, so my mom just knew that she's like, I'm just working hard enough to keep food in the house. She's like, I was just eating and consuming everything. So it was like in terms of growth spurt, because I was like 6 foot in like 7th grade. So it's just I was growing constantly. So I was eating so much food. And then I became a little too much because I was also eating a ton of shit. So I would like my common meal would just be like, yeah, we get like a cheesesteak with like fries, and then I'd be like, hey mom, let's get like a whole thing of Cheetos, like a bag, like an adult size bag, a party size bag of Cheetos, and like a milkshake. It's like a normal.
I remember I'd have sleepover with my cousins. You know what was our favorite thing to go to the fucking Walgreens and get?
What?
Cheetos and chocolate milk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
Jesus
that's
Christ.
not.
Man,
Like
that's
literally
real gross.
Salt and sweet,
That
man.
doesn't even go together.
Exactly. No, you would think.
Yeah.
You would think it's fucking glorious.
No, chocolate milk. I'd go ice cream because I'm real gross. I want to get double down on that chocolate milk though. Milk? I mean, I'm doing kind of
Neil,
the same thing.
can we just go hit up a store and just like fat guy
I
it
don't
up for a
want to
night?
do that. No, I feel terrible.
You know what? You know what's a fat kid discovery? Pudding,
Ugh.
chocolate pudding, and peanut butter. Just
Oh,
like
well, that's
just like
just-
one fucking spoon. You'll never. The life you left behind
This
will
is-
seem worthless.
This is so sad.
Yeah, you were a disgusting child.
Yeah.
Child, I was 18.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh, God.
Disgusting
gross.
man child.
Real gross.
That would be your orphan movie. You would just be this disgusting. Like, yeah, we're gonna adopt this fucking 17-year-old. And he's like, oh no, actually he is 32 and he's gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of happening now. It's still happening now. So okay, so you're just chilling. There's not like a one girl who's really piqued your interest who you wanted to be like a girlfriend with. Weed, booze. Your father's like, what the fuck are you doing? Your father was your father like, are you going to college or what the fuck? Were your father and your mom like, are you going to college?
No,
or
I
not?
was supposed to be like I was
Carpenter?
supposed to
What
go
the
to
fuck were you supposed to do?
when I was like 17.
Okay.
When I was like 17, I was talking to this guy to go to the military. Right?
Okay.
I was like, I'm gonna go to the military, but then I have a heart murmur. So when the guy found that out, he was like, yeah, you can't go.
Damn.
So I was just like, all right, fuck it. I was just like, after high school, I was like, I'll just work. I'll just work, and then like I worked like a bullshit job.
First bullshit job.
Yeah, no, I mean I'm gonna work bullshit jobs forever until
Yeah.
But like I worked at this like this office, right? But I was just cleaning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was just cleaning it.
Gotcha.
And I was just cleaning the office, and I worked with like a lot of like felons and shit. So like I would get like cool ass fucking stories from people that were like 40, like 50 years old. They were talking about like selling crack in the 80s. So I would just get like really cool stories about that while I'm just like.
Do you remember any particularly like gnarly ones they told you?
Yeah, this guy told me that like he hid all of his drugs in a park, but then somebody was just like, yo, you should probably move that shit because this particular block is like hot. So like cops always go down it. So he went to go move his shit, and when he was moving it, the cops saw him. So they all jumped on him, and then they were just like, yeah, you're gonna do like a lot of years of prison for this shit. And he was just like, fuck you, and spit in the cop's face, and then he did 20 years.
So that's just reacting to bad news.
Yeah,
Yes,
no,
man,
but
yes.
I thought it was cool. It's just like, yo, you spit in a cop's face though. You know what I mean?
Also, strange cop was on his word.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I
So
love
like
it.
that was like
I love working with degenerates. It's
yeah, like
always
that was
fun.
like that was what I was doing. But when I was like 18, I was like, oh no, I'm gonna do stand up. I'll be like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I was like, I'll do stand up, and then like I would try it like I would do it like probably like once every like 3 months, so I don't count that time.
Yeah,
that doesn't count. You
It's
meet
like
people.
a weird
Yeah, you don't.
point. Yeah,
you don't meet people. I mean, you'll meet people that'll be like, oh yeah, I've been doing stand up for X amount of years, but they'll always count. It'll be like, oh, I did 2 open mics.
Yeah. They do it like bicentennial.
And people really don't understand saying that. Like, oh yeah, I've been at it for like 7 years. Like, oh wow, you're terrible.
Yeah,
for
so,
that
yeah,
amount of
'cause,
time.
yeah, it's like you haven't been at it. You know what I mean? So like,
yeah.
So I would do an open mic probably like once every 3 months.
Right,
And then when I turned 20, I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna do this forever. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, you did it right. I came to it way too late. I started at like 27, and I think about like all the fucking around I did in my early 20s, and like I could have been doing the same fucking around, but like actually getting somewhere.
Yeah, I'll meet people that like I'm in a weird place where it's like I'll meet people that just like went to college and got like degrees and shit. So they're like kind of like financially stable, but they're also like, oh shit, well like now you're like, you know, just like you said, like you're starting stand up at like 28.
You're talking to me.
Yeah,
You're talking to one currently.
You're talking to both of us.
Yeah, I was too worried. I was like, I knew because I was like, I always planned on doing stand up, but I knew that if I did it in college, it was going to be an addiction. It was just going to be a thing that I was like, fuck, I'm going to fuck up my grades and shit. And I just knew it was going to happen. So I was like, all right, I just graduated and then I got a job and like out of college, and I was like, good, we did it. I was like, let's start. Like that was it, because before that I was like, if I do it, I'm going to keep doing it every day. Like I'm just gonna. And I
don't want to start yet because I know I'm just gonna be so fucking awesome.
No, I didn't
and
think
it's gonna take up all my time.
Did not want to be good. I knew I was gonna be worried. I knew early on. I was like, yeah, this might take 10 years, but I was like, if I start now, which I should now, I think about it. I was like, yeah, you probably should have started, but I just was too worried about like I'm gonna fuck it up or something. Plus, I was gonna go into the military too. I had that lined up for like my junior year in college. I'd like taken off. I was like, I'm doing the military, finish college, comedy. That was like, satiate the parents. If my mom heard like the people that I would, I had some scholarships, like some scholarship money and stuff, but like most of it was like family.
Mom, I got a scholarship to the Stress Factory.
Yeah. Mom would have fucking been irritated.
I got a first half scholarship.
So it was not. My mom would have been like, also like, I'm still living in Jersey, so I was like, if I'm staying in Jersey, I'm like, yeah. So now you're up until 2. But I was like, where the fuck are you going? Like, I don't want to fucking flip their shit when it's on her dime. You know what I mean? I mean, I was working the whole time too. I've been working since I was 14. But
my mom probably would have been fine if I'd done it. When I was
sure, your mom.
Anyway, sorry, we're trying to.
You didn't do anything with your life.
I was making money, delivering pizza.
Yeah, exactly. You're a piece of shit.
You could have did that. You could have delivered pizza and did open mics.
I know. That's correct.
I was in bands and shit.
You were in music.
Whereas he was pushing off comedy to go do that, I was pushing off comedy because I was having so much fun making like funk rock stuff.
Like a dipshit.
Yeah.
Were you hitting like music shit hard?
Oh yeah, dude! I recorded 3 albums. I recorded 2 independent movie soundtracks. One of them won an award for best soundtrack at the Houston Film Festival in 2012. Yeah. But yeah, no, I did that forever. But I was in a band with my girlfriend, and then me and the girlfriend broke up. And I said, "Fuck this! I'm kind of done with this." And I always wanted to do stand up, so I went stand up.
Yeah, I got you. But I mean, what did stand up offer you at 18? What do you remember? Like what you
just being like hey, this is a thing that I'm doing,
right?
But like it wasn't really like there were people that like in Norristown there was like nobody's seen it before,
sure.
So nobody saw it live,
right.
So it was like I'll go back and I'll like watch old videos and be doing it.
Oh shit!
And I was like, oh no, this was fucking painful,
right?
Yeah. This was terrible.
Do you remember any early Nightmare gigs?
Oh yeah, I have this. I think I've told this story.
Early Nightmare gigs. When you're thinking about it, if you have any early terrible jokes that you thought were good,
those are always great.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got one.
Yeah, we know you do.
Oh, all right. Here's a joke I used to do when I was like 20. I was like 19, 20. I used to do this joke, and I used to say like, does anybody like my girlfriend fucking hates this joke. I told her to her. Because I'll tell her like really bad jokes I used to tell. She'd be like, why the fuck were you like she was like, all your jokes that you would tell me would be fucking terrible. What would make you still want to do this thing? You know what I mean? She's like, because you've never been like, oh, this seemed like a good joke to tell at 20 years old, you know? But I used to do a joke where I would say like, oh, does anybody in here like to eat vegetables, right? And some people are like, yeah, I love to eat vegetables or whatever. Or nobody, or we'd be like silence. And I'd be like, oh, that's why I created a sex move where I eat out a paraplegic woman, right? And then I would go.
We had a lot of the similar early material.
I bet you did, yeah.
And then I would go. I call that sex move Meals on Wheels.
Nice.
Yeah, so like it was like it's a. I mean, I wouldn't do it now, but like,
nah, it's probably.
I still do my wheelchair material. It's as good as it ever was.
Yeah, so
good
like
as it ever was. Yeah, well, different story. People who don't know.
I was gonna.
I know.
Yeah, Brandon knows.
Oh yeah, that's right. We had a weird in common thing. But one I remembered. I was dating a Jewish doctor at the time.
Right.
So this is literally my first set. Like I'm dating a girl who's a doctor and I'm not, and that got like a cheap laugh.
Right.
But the basic gist of the joke, like, I think she's just like skipping ahead because like she knows how lawyers are. She's gonna marry another lawyer, and then they're gonna have a family. He's gonna cheat on her with the nanny, etc., 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 etc. She's skipping all that and getting to the gist, which is she's just gonna start fucking the pool boy now.
Right.
And that was it. And it got a big laugh.
And you're a pool boy in like some chubby world where.
Well,
pull
back
boys
then,
are.
I was more referring to my white trashiness from day one and the class struggle.
Yeah,
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah.
You in gross high shorts. Like, oh.
I look great in booty shorts because
stop.
I have a flat butt like an Asian woman. And
That's so distressing.
this is going to be the clip that takes me down.
Yeah,
one
that's gonna be
day.
the one.
No, I'll never make it.
No,
Who cares?
it won't matter. Okay, so 18, you're fine. Is this still a period where you're drinking still? Did the drink level out when you got to comedy? Or were you still drinking and smoking?
No,
at the
actually,
same point?
I was still doing it like intensely.
Right.
I actually like when I started to hit open mics like weekly.
Yeah.
I stopped smoking.
Gotcha.
Right. I stopped smoking because I was like, yo, I can't do both. Right.
It's too much.
I was like, yeah, I can't do both. So I didn't smoke from like 20 to like 24.
Okay.
And then like now it's like
Right.
once in a while.
You
thing,
find an
you know?
equilibrium.
Yeah. But I could definitely probably like just get stoned every day and go do comedy. I just didn't have discipline then, you know?
Right.
I thought I was like, hey, this is gonna be the thing that's gonna like fucking take me off of my plane, you know?
Right. Did the family? How'd the family feel about you doing comedy?
Oh, like fucking like.
Did they not show up to stuff, or
No, I mean like,
oh yeah, he's fucking around.
No, like they wouldn't really. They didn't like give a fuck.
They didn't
You know,
care.
they, like they still like my dad. My dad will see us like when I go out and do shit.
Yeah.
He'll be like, "Oh, that's cool that that you're actually out there like
right,
chasing it like
Yeah.
hard." But I like before then, it's just like they don't like my mom doesn't give a fuck like at all. You know,
Right.
like, she doesn't give a fuck.
Any supportive? She's like, you're gonna do your little skits, right? And then we're doing dinner.
Yeah, she's just like
Called bits, mom.
Yeah,
It's a whole other thing.
Have you met Kevin Hart yet?
Oh, God. I heard Big J talking about that, where like because he came up with Kevin Hart and how his mom still today be like, say hi to Kevin when you see him. Like has no realization. Like, oh no, mom, he's like we don't. He's too good for me.
He
now.
owns an island in the Caribbean somewhere, dude. He's not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Big J lives on like an apartment building in Astoria.
Yeah.
All right, we were trying to find it. Like, you didn't have any like heartbreak early on, or
What's
what?
his girlfriend? Because the girlfriend.
No,
you
I
mentioned
didn't.
the
I told you
girlfriend.
about.
Oh, that's right.
She broke my heart.
Really?
Yeah, she broke the fuck out of my heart.
Okay, however much you want to get into this, but we have a connection on this one.
Right.
And I'm trying to remember.
Nah, she. All right, so Jessie dated a girl.
We could say Anami, episode 34, Anami Fatale. Go check it out.
Okay, yeah. Jessie dated her, right?
Right.
And her best friend, was my ex-girlfriend's roommate.
It's like 6 degrees to Kevin
Yeah.
Bacon. I love this.
No, it's crazy because like one day they were like,
Now I remember who it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, oh yeah, she crushed me. Yeah, she
If I remember correctly, I think this girl fucked up like a few relationships.
she ruined. Oh, she.
So we don't want to mention the name, obviously.
But
or do we? It doesn't matter. She seems like an asshole.
Yeah, she.
But,
all right. She crushed it.
Yeah. So you met her when? Did you guys know of each
No,
other?
no. Look, I knew who. I like
Jessie was.
No, like the one
not-
time she was just like, "Oh, I'm dating a comedian named." I'm dating a comedian named Jessie.
Right.
But I didn't know like who you were yet.
Right.
And then the one day at the Grape Room, you told a joke about her, right?
Right.
But you didn't use her name. But I knew who you were talking about. I said, "Oh, that's Jessie, right?"
Right.
I said, "Oh, that's Jessie," but we weren't like we didn't know each other yet. You know what I mean? So I couldn't just come up to you, but hey, I knew from da da da.
Did brief side note. So I told those jokes about her, but then we got back together, and I'd still tell those jokes, and I wrote new ones.
Yeah.
And all my friends assumed I was talking about multiple disabled women, and I just had a thing for women in wheelchairs, as opposed to it only being about one the entire time.
I did think that.
Yeah.
I did think that.
Yeah. So like the one time when I met Noms, right?
Yeah.
When I met Noms, she was like, "Yeah, my boyfriend named Jessie does stand up." I had no idea who Jessie was, so and I wasn't trying to be like a dick.
No, I got
to
you.
her.
I
So I was
understand.
like, I didn't know who he was, but then I just kept that in my head, and
Big
then, like
ecosystem.
I put one and one together. You know?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you met. So okay. So were you with that friend at that time, the young lady?
Yeah.
So
How did she break your heart?
Yeah.
Oh, she crushed.
How
it.
long were you going out?
We dated for like for like 2 years.
Oh shit!
For like 2 years, I think.
It's a decent clip.
Yeah, and like, cause she was like older than I was too. And she was like 4 years older than I was.
Yeah.
So like, when you're like in like your early 20s dating somebody, dating somebody that's in their like late 20s, it's like you guys want two different things.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You guys want two different things. Like she was on the spectrum of wanting like, you know, like marriage and shit like that, just like build and all this like all that shit. I was just like, I'm just trying to be out here, getting drunk and like doing hood rat shit at open mics.
High school normal chilling shit.
Yeah, I was trying.
Brandon's been chilling.
Yeah, I was trying to do all that shit. So like, that was actually like why like we talked about yesterday, and I was just like, I know about like Hatboro. Because like that's where like they used to live.
Yeah, that was like their hood.
Their base, So I was just like I knew about like Hatboro shows and shit like that.
Right.
Because I would always just be down there.
Ugh.
Like for a while, like she hated stand up so much that I would only do open mics in Hatboro. So it's just like I would have to tell like I would be in a room with like fucking like 35-year-old or 40, 50-year-old fucking middle-aged white people, and I'm like, hey, here's my joke about rap music. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to do all that shit.
You guys can relate to this, right?
I bet so Lil Wayne said on this one. So you guys know who Lil Wayne is? They would just be like, no.
Dude, I just love those shows where you're in a bad crowd and you have to give like a ridiculous amount of context for anybody to get what you're talking about.
It would have to
if
be
you're
like
doing a reference heavy.
Yeah, and it would be so fucking terrible because it's like she would hate that like I would be coming from like Philly.
Did she not even want you to be doing comedy?
No, she hated it.
Oh, shit.
And that was like a big like.
I thought she just said she hated open mics.
No, she hated comedy. Like she hated the fact. But she knew I was like good at it.
Right.
She knew I was good at it. So like she would go to like if I was like Al, like, hey, you should come to the show or do whatever.
Yeah.
She'd be like, okay, cool, But like they'd be like, hey, she'd be like, hey, I have this it's our anniversary. What do you want to do? And I'm just like, oh, I'm at this open mic. I'll come over later.
Shit.
And then she would be like, oh, you're a fucking piece of shit.
You know what doctor wouldn't do this to
me. So like she would do like shit like that. Or she would just be like, hey, why is comedy more important than I am? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, comedy doesn't bitch.
It makes me feel a lot better than you.
Yeah, so
to mention I get to do it multiple times a week. What the fuck?
Nah, man, I used to crush puss, man.
Never mind.
Fucking every day, baby.
But what did she just leave you? Is that what broke?
No, I gotta know what she said.
No, it was just like I said, it was like her being like in her like late 20s and wanting to do all this other shit. Long story short, she just found somebody with money. So
that's how that goes.
Yeah, she just found somebody with money, and I was just like,
she found a pediatrician who loves to go rock climbing.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah, she was like, oh, maybe I don't want to eat noodles with Brandon tonight. Yeah. So we ate spaghetti 3 times this week.
Yeah. At least he's not like a Nami's boyfriend. He's peanut butter and chocolate pudding.
Fucking pudding.
Like
shit.
one spoon, it doesn't.
Baby, we're gonna try this. It's fucking great.
It's like all he wants to do is wear Harley Davidson vest.
My father left me that vest. Okay,
just he's dipping Cheetos in a chocolate milk.
You guys going to a mic later?
It's like, oh my god, dude, put your teeth in. It's so gross.
Yeah,
I love you.
So what happened was like
do it over the phone. Sorry.
No, actually, it wasn't like a face-to-face like breakup or like over the phone. She kind of just like
she brought the guy in front of you.
Nah, I'll still beat his ass.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, that's fucked up.
No, so what she did was she was like, yo, we should spend like less time together because she wanted me to like get like a new job and shit.
Oh,
so I was like, I was like, oh yeah, maybe you're right. And I do need like more money and shit, right? And then like that week, I remember like we didn't hang out for like 2 weeks, right? And I made $400 in 2 weeks doing stand up, right?
Gotcha.
So I was just like, man, fuck looking for a job and doing all this shit. Like I just made $400 in 2 weeks doing stand up. And I was just also just like, yo, I'm not like, I was like, yo, like we should hang out on this day. And she was like, no, today's not good. This day's not good, right? But she's just like winging me like.
So yeah.
And then like one day like fucking
slow burn.
Yeah, just slow burn. And then like one day I just woke up and I was just like, yo, I haven't hung out with her in like fucking like 3 weeks.
Right.
And I was just like, I'm single.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, I'm single. That's how that works,
Popped
right?
up, like, right, I think
I was like, yo, I'm fucking single as fuck. And then we hung out We hung out we hung out probably like a month later, right? We hung out like a month later. But I had to get I had like shit at her house.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
and I was
like,
I just need my shit, right? You know what I mean?
Right.
I still have my fucking. I left my Old Man Logan comic. I don't know if you guys are comics readers.
I know.
Yeah, I left my Old Man Logan comic
Yeah.
over there. I left my Killing Joke comic.
Trash. She hates it. That's in the trash. She hates it.
I left my Daredevil Born Again comic.
Yeah, she's definitely.
And it's just like I don't have these, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I don't have any of them. You know what I mean? I don't have any of them. They're all gone. They're all gone. They're all fucking gone. But like we hung out, right? We hung out, and like she gave me like some of my shit back, and then she was like we were like talking or whatever, and then like we kissed, right?
No.
Yeah, we kissed, right? And then I was just like, okay. And she was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that because like I've been talking to somebody, right? Then she was like, I was talking to somebody. So like in my head, I'm just like, all right, whatever, right? And then she told me how long they've been like they were talking. Oh, yeah. And then I was just like, I did the math. I was just
overlap is a little intense.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah. I was like, yeah, it's that.
She's like, what? We met 2 years ago. Hold on. She's like, what, motherfucker?
Yeah, she was like, yeah, I've been talking to this guy for 4 years.
So we're getting married next week. We'd love to.
It's like we need she's like, we need somebody to open and let me know if Jessie still plays guitar.
There we go.
Yeah, so like so that happened, right? That happened.
Kiss, yeah. She
and then
lays that on you.
I was just like, oh no, I was like, oh, I'll just let this like little nerd have his fun, because like she was like, oh, we're not fucking yet, you know what I mean? She's like, even though we didn't have sex or anything, right? And I was like, okay, cool, whatever, it is what it is, right? And then after that, like we talked like later that weekend. I was trying to get some pussy basically, right?
Yeah.
I was trying to get some pussy because
girl, what you up to?
Yeah, I was about to
right.
you up, you know.
Yeah.
I was like going through like a drought because it'd be like we broke up and you know what I mean?
Kind of, yeah. You're
like,
kind of broken up.
Yeah, it's like this is.
She hasn't called it, but you haven't called it, but yeah.
It's like we're not hanging out, we're not doing nothing,
right?
So I was just like, yo, I just want some like basically I was trying to get some pussy, and I was just like, yo, like, what's up? You know, what are you doing? Da da da.
Is the store still open, or is there? Do I go around the back?
I think they close early on Sundays.
I think.
I was like, do you have any pudding?
She's like, we're under new management. Actually.
Yeah, basically.
So what does she say? She's like,
no, so I was just like, yo, what's up? And she was just like, yeah, remember I told you I was hanging out with somebody. She was just like, I want to see what this is like, right? So I was like, oh well, fuck you then, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah. The terminology.
But then after that, she used to do this. Like we would still talk like on and off. Okay. Not on and off. We would like she would text me or whatever.
Right.
And she would text me and I would like hit her back. But I had a phone, right? My phone used to it would either combine text messages, like old text messages, like somebody I don't know what the fuck was wrong with it, right? But T-Mobile sucks, right? So it would either combine like text messages, like an old text message with a new one I was getting, right? Or I just wouldn't get text messages, right?
Right.
So like she would be like, why haven't you responded to my text, right? And I would be like, yo, I don't.
What are you talking about? Right.
Yeah, I don't have it, right? You know what I mean? So what she did was she screenshot
what she sent.
Yeah, what she sent.
Right.
But the name in the phone wasn't my name. Right? So then I was just like, oh shit. Yeah, I was just
putting
like
two and two together here.
Yeah, I was just like, I went from like boyfriend to like side nigga.
Yeah. Which I thought was rude that she put that in the phone.
Yeah, like
that's it.
No, but
you really
like,
had to type that out.
Yeah, like I saw that and I was just like, oh wow, well we could never get back together.
Yeah.
We could never.
So you put the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, so it was just like that, right? You know what I mean? And then we tried we tried again because I was like looking at it from I started like reading like articles about like women and shit. And it's like how come a dude?
Oh, Women Shit Quarterly. Yeah.
You see it. You know, they have a whole
recent studies find they be shopping.
Oh no.
Yeah, from time to time they trip, you know. Yeah, so like I was reading this thing and it was just about like how come women can always like forgive men, but men can never forgive women. Right?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I was just like, maybe I should just try that. You know what I mean?
Give
Like
it a
she,
shot. Right.
like she cheated. She did whatever. You know,
Sort
I was
of
just like,
cheated.
Yeah, like I would consider that.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, but you got to look at it from this perspective.
I mean, she kind of told you, but you're right. So you found the lap. How big was the actual overlap? Like you were saying.
No. Like it was
from the time that she. So
we were still together.
Oh.
I was like, we were still like, you know what I mean? It was. We were still, you know what I mean? So I was like, oh yeah, you're cheating. Like you cheated.
That's fucked up. Okay.
So like I saw.
Just call it. I don't know why people don't do that.
I saw, like I read an article and shit. I was just like, maybe I should try to be like a forgiving person. Right?
Yeah.
So then like we talked for like a little bit.
Right.
We talked for like a little bit, and then after that it was just like, oh no,
this is done.
Yeah, it's like because it was more so like it was just like now we're just being like versus just being like, hey, how are you doing? What's this and what's this? It was just
becomes like you're talking to a cousin.
Yeah, it was just like
what'd you do today?
No, it was just like the way that we would talk to each other would just be like so I'm doing this now, I changed in this way.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, now we're just trying to show each other that we're different people versus it's just taking away the fun shit that we used to do. You know?
Right.
So I was just like, yeah, this is kind of just done.
This
you know?
is done.
But it was like no like there was no like
animosity.
There's no like bad blood. You know what I mean? It was like,
I mean, the heartbreak. Well, what the
well,
heartbreak
like that.
was
The heartbreak was
when you learned that she was
No, but she used to text me like some crazy ass shit.
Oh.
She would text me crazy shit.
Sexual stuff or like I love you stuff?
Well, like that.
Right.
And then like she would just text me like crazy shit. Be like, oh yeah, we broke up because you ain't shit.
Oh,
and,
fuck.
You know what I mean? Like all this, like it would just be crazy ass fucking text messages.
Wait, while I'm very that's
because
very
like
weird.
she didn't like I would.
Oh right, she has all those problems with you. You're like, oh, I want you to have a different job. You should make more money. You should do all
I'm
this.
Just doing stand up. You know what I mean?
Right. So already,
she was just like,
great.
oh, well, like broke nigga and shit like that. You know what I mean? You ain't up to shit. You know what I mean? We're not together because you ain't shit.
After the fact?
Yeah, like after.
Just being spiteful.
Yeah, it would just be that.
We're
done.
You know what I mean? What would you take? I would be texting back. She's like, that. Yeah, that's why you don't need to send this. Like,
no, but
hey,
I would get. I would get texts like that, right? But then I'd also get texts like, "Oh my god, I miss you so much. Like, why did you let me?" You know what I mean?
Crazy. That's crazy.
And then I would just be like, "All right, well, you know what I mean? Suck a dick." You know.
So you're with someone now, though. Like, so you've been with a different young lady for a while
2 years.
now. Yeah, almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years.
Yeah. Have you? I don't want to. I won't do that. That's probably
hurtful. No, we're great. We're great.
That's what
I
I'm
love
saying.
you. We are
Yeah.
tremendous. There's no pain. There are no problems. We
That's
talk
great.
out. We talk out everything like adults. Wow. Yeah, but she was the other one. Yeah, she go there.
Yeah.
But then I woke up one day and saw that she got engaged.
Oh, okay.
And I was just like, because like like now like you're in like she's like 30, 31.
Right.
And I was like, oh no, this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
But like I saw it. Then I looked at it and I was just like, oh no, I'm good, you know? And I just kept living my life. And then she followed me on Instagram like
there you go.
Like a few days later. And I was just like,
transactional relationship.
Yeah, it's like you just
I got a follower who I had,
yeah, she just started sending her like my podcast, you know.
Send her this one.
Yeah, I don't know if her new dude makes podcasts, but he could be a guest if you
We'll bring him in. We'll do a part two. All right.
So I actually don't know anything about this man.
So okay, so that was it was bad, but
it's pretty rough.
So we talk about 4 things on this podcast, which is childhood, heartbreak, trauma, and death. We took care of the first 2. Let's get to trauma. What do you think? There's 2 things here. What is the worst thing you've ever done, and what's the worst thing that's ever happened to you?
Worst thing I've ever done. Okay. Oh shit! I could just tell middle school stories for days. I was a piece of shit.
You're stealing liquor and shit.
Yeah,
asshole.
no. The one time I had these brand new black and white Adidas, right, shell tops, right, and I stepped on like dog shit, right?
Okay.
Stepped on dog shit, and it was like probably like the 3rd or 4th day of school, and this girl had. I was so mad that I stepped in shit, and there was this girl that I hated, right?
Oh no!
So I put my sneaker against her dress, and like I did it, and then like there's nothing that she could do about it. She got dog shit on you.
Yeah, that's it.
So I got put in ISS, and then she had to like.
What's ISS?
in school suspension.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, it was like jail for
suspension.
Yeah, it was like jail for 7th grade.
Those are the worst because regular suspensions you can just sit home and fuck around.
Right. Yeah, like
come back like you learned a lesson.
Yeah.
So like that happened, and then I saw her at the end of.
Surprised you didn't get away with that one.
No,
you know
but
I mean?
she knew. Like I was blatant about it.
Oh,
I wasn't sneaky.
Right.
Like I did it, and I stood next to her. It was just like
Jesus.
And then like she cried. And
I have shit on my shoe.
Yeah, like
just right in front of her. It's on your dress now.
Yeah, and like I saw her at the end of the day. She had like wear clothes out of like the Lost and Found. It was like, yeah, you looked so beautiful earlier this morning.
Why do they have lederhosen in the Lost and Found? Like, this is not.
It's like, yeah,
if you'd really planned out, what you would have done is you would have cleaned out the Lost and Found aside from some embarrassing shit.
Yeah, they would have been like, yeah, you got to go home today.
What about the worst thing that ever happened to you?
Ooh, worst thing that's ever happened to me.
If you want, while we're talking, we can pull up this World Star video. Sorry to break your fast. I don't know what happened to this person exactly. No, we were already on it.
Oh.
I don't know what happened to this person exactly, but they had a very rough night and some bad things happened to them.
Yeah. Oh, no, buddy.
There's no audio in this, so just press play.
I hate you so much, Jesse.
So this is somebody's getting surgery done. I'm told this is
Brandon,
from their stomach.
Just so we know, yeah, Brandon, are you squeamish?
No.
Okay, cool.
It's not gore related. It's covered up a lot.
Okay.
But
you guys are into some dark shit.
Yeah,
man.
it's real fucked up.
Yeah. So that is a very long dildo that is being pulled out of someone's stomach.
Oh no!
How the fuck did that even happen?
Tripped and fell. Somebody left a skateboard in the hall.
What? Whoa! It's alive! I'm just kidding.
It's a boy. And what a boy. Oh my god. I didn't watch this whole thing. I didn't realize how fucking comically long this was. It's like
you ever see the clowns pulling out like the
it's like a clown's handkerchief.
Yeah, but it's a dildo.
As a doctor, I would really, it would hurt me to not fuck around. Like right now, I don't. Is this in China? Because I can't understand what they're saying.
It sounds Eastern European.
Eastern European, maybe.
Russian, maybe.
Because I would just be, oh man, I would be fucking cracking jokes. Like, Phil, you're stepping on it.
Trying to get it.
Phil, you're stepping on it. Yeah, you gotta pick it. There's video. Did you see the guy with the phone in the background too?
Yeah, everybody's filming.
Oh.
Operation.
Holy shit.
Don't hit his elbow.
That was.
Look out for his butthole.
Fucking terrifying.
So yeah. So did anything that bad ever happen to you?
No.
Good for you. Good for you. Because that's every day with a lot of stuff on the internet.
Yeah, that's
I think we broke Brandon. I think this is not what he came here for. Yeah. And Jesse, also, I want to know, Brandon, I don't curate any. Yeah, I'm going to fucking throw you under the bus. I never know what he's going to do.
This is literally shit I find a
Yeah.
half hour before I'm fucking.
I don't want to go through your phone at all.
No.
I feel bad for
nightmare.
like women that go through your phone.
No, women know better than to go through my phone.
It's like because some people would just be like, oh, I'm gonna go through my guy's phone to see if he's cheating.
My phone is like the event horizon of a black hole. There's no coming out.
Yeah.
Once you're in, like that's it.
It's like, oh yeah, I thought Jesse was cheating on me. Turned out he's a fucking psychopath.
Oh yeah, he's got weird
looking up
fascination.
fucking midgets with pussy hair and just all sorts of shit.
Yeah, what the hell's wrong with you?
I mean, there's an extensive backlog of this show that will answer most of that.
There's a lot of problems with it.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's a weird transition. You probably shouldn't have done that video while he's trying to think of what's the
I'm
worst
always a
thing
weird
ever.
thing. Like, you know what? As soon as somebody's like, "Oh, I have to think about that for a second. Like,
Yeah, you're like-
while you're doing that,
It's a weird thing that's happened. You know, fucking Jesus Christ.
Sorry, we're all different people having watched that video now.
Totally very different. Yeah. It's like, well, watching that was pretty bad. I don't know what else happened. I mean, I don't know. I think you do it. There's a portion of what?
It would have been great if one of the doctors had just yelled out "World Star."
Jesus Christ. With Dracula did, because that was the accent you gave.
Can comedy stories be the worst thing that's ever happened to me?
It could be,
because that's
just pick one, because I'm trying to bring this in for a landing soon.
Okay, I remember being 19 years old, right? And I tried to do this thing on stage, but it's like never really worked because it's like sad. I was 19 years old and I was at the Laugh House, right? And I had a really big fro at the time.
Yeah.
And I get on stage, right? And this guy, like, you know the dude from like LMAO or LM whatever the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the party rock dude, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Some guy stands up, right? Stands up and yells out, "Hey, yo, you better not sing party rock," right? And everybody in the audience started laughing at this guy instead of me, right?
Oh, shit.
So then I probably do about 45 seconds, and then I see the light.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, all right, I'm just a 19-year-old kid trying.
Right.
And then like, I probably did like a minute on stage, right? I get off, and then the host does 5 minutes just on me.
Oh, shit.
Right? And then the next comic comes up and it follows him, right? So it's just people just roasting. Yeah. Everybody's set was them just roasting me.
Fuck.
Wow.
And then my
just because that guy stood up?
Yeah. Like,
oh, shit.
Everybody's set was just, every comedian that went up that night said something about me, right? At least, like, eventually it just became like, okay, I have to have a joke about this guy.
Yeah.
See, this is funny because I've seen you do this to a lot of people you followed on stage.
Yeah.
Oh, he's very good at it.
There was a comic who'd been up before you who was talking about his black girlfriend at Grape Room, and then you went up after and just lit him. Like, it was a fucking... Like, if it was a boxing match, that referee would have resigned in disgrace because it was hard.
That is why Brandon goes after me.
Yeah, I thought
because it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, because eventually you're just like, all right, well, fuck, I have to be that person now. You know what I mean?
It's so
but I don't
much
know. Did the person after me do the same shit?
No.
That was it was pretty much all you. It was like, oh yeah, that was funny, and then you kept going. I'm like, holy shit. He's like, I thought it was just like, you were fucking with him because he tried this and he didn't do that well, but you seemed like genuinely annoyed enough by him that you used half of your set to just fucking embarrass this guy.
Oh my god.
I feel bad because it's like, get back to him. I'm not saying his name.
Deserving.
Because it's funny because like the next day, he gave me a friend request on Facebook. And I was, oh shit, this dude wants to fight probably. Yeah.
It never went quite over the line, but that's also the risk you take when something like that. Because I've done that. I've gone up in rooms, done shit. Oh god, I did one the other day where I'll just burn the joke because whoever listens to this. The joke I have is politics and sex are intertwining. Like, I realize my favorite porn search is also my hope for criminal justice reform. Innocent black teens. Now, Latisse is in the crowd, and Latisse is a very funny, I'll just say black because I hate African American.
Black female. Yeah.
And she yells down the middle, like, why they got to be black? Like, because I fucked a few black girls. She said, bullshit, I want dates and names.
Which Jessie will give you because he
remembers. And that was the rest of my set.
The
rest of my set, like, there was Desiree. Desiree was good. We fucked for a while. Devon was nice. I don't know why they all started with D. It's just my life. I didn't get Ursula's last name. I think that might have just been her name.
Okay.
But so that was a lot of fucking fun. But again, that's actually knowing a little bit what I'm doing, as opposed to had I been starting out early, like I don't want to address that.
Yeah, I think like when it comes to like shit like that, where it's just like when I guess it's just bad placement, and it's just like if you're gonna say if you're gonna talk about like your fictional black girlfriend, because obviously it's not true, right?
It could be.
It could have been, but
Matt Byrne don't look like he's into black girls. He loves them.
Oh yeah, he loves black chicks though. Good shit, Matt. But like that guy, just be a joke there. The fact that your girlfriend's black shouldn't be the joke. You know what I mean?
That's never a good sign.
Yeah, that's not
a good sign of a good joke.
And then like right after that, it's just like the next person that's going after you is a black comedian. Can you imagine if I didn't address it?
Right. It's,
you know what I mean? So it's like you're just gonna set me up.
There's a bunch of.
I didn't know I did 5 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not surprised.
Oh my god.
It's I don't think they ever bothered lighting it. I think that set is still going on to this day in one way or another. It just rolls
my
with
god.
the tides.
Yeah.
I try not to be that person either, where it's just like
That's funny.
yeah,
It's
but like
funny.
you always like you ever I feel like everybody has this like a story about like somebody being a dick to them starting out.
Probably. I have nothing that's crossing the mind here, but yeah, I was pretty much under the radar. I have that Ryan Shaner story that was funny. Ryan Shaner, to this day, well, he knows me now, but for years, they did not remember me, and I met him multiple times. Like, said to his face, like, he was like the first guy at Raven to like pull me, like the first time I was ever there at 2 a.m. He like pulled me over and had a drink with me, and he was like, "It's gonna be fun," that kind of thing. And he's like, "Just go up. You're not gonna be funny. It's all right, Just go up there. Just try to be funny. You're not, but just go." And I was like, "Thanks, man. Whatever." And the next time I saw him, he just didn't remember who I was. And it was one of those things. And then it kept happening over and over again. So I just, eventually at Raven, it became a joke. I would like go up and be like, let him know. I think he's great. Don't worry. He won't remember he won't remember who I am. So it's fine. But yeah, so that's like the only thing. But yeah, was someone like real shitty to you? Was that what?
No, I'd be like, yeah, I've had
besides that one, but Laugh House was fucking pretty brutal.
Yo, I've had bad comedians be shitty to me. You know what I mean?
That's not.
And I've had like fucking man, he won't listen to this shit. I remember Rick Helper, right?
Oh yeah, sure, I know Rick.
Oh, okay.
Rick Helper told me
fucks around a lot
when I was 20 that I wasn't a relatable comedian.
Rick said that to you?
And I was just like,
Rick, I'll say this on you. I hope you listen to this. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah,
Rick has gone up and I'm pretty sure intentionally bombs.
Oh yeah, no. He considers himself too good for the art form of comedy.
Yeah. So please continue. Go ahead, because that's insane that Rick said that to you.
Yeah, he told me I wasn't.
What?
And I was so fucking mad.
He should be.
Like I was so mad that like I saw him when I was like 25, right? Like 2 years ago, I saw him.
Yeah.
And then like he introduced himself to me, and I was still kind of mad.
Right.
I was still kind of mad about it. And then he told Meg Getz, he was like, "Oh yeah, I don't think Brandon likes me." Right? But I was like, "Yeah, you told me I wasn't relatable when I was 20."
Right? Yeah.
And I was like, "You fucking did Fight Club jokes for fucking 5 minutes straight." You know what I mean? So I was like pissed. I was so mad. There's no beef anymore, but I was just he was shitty to me when I was just starting out. I was like, I have a fucking list. I have a list of people that have told me, fucking, a Baku.
You can say whatever the fuck you want about him now.
Baku, fucking,
Jesus.
Yeah, told me I was terrible.
The Pico Bandit.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, I don't even know what you're attempting to do, right?
Oh, fuck.
And then,
a Baku said that?
Yes. And then Philly's Funniest the one time, right? This was like years ago. He was still doing comedy. We had the same Philly's Funniest night.
Yeah.
And then he tapped me on my shoulder, right? He tapped me on my shoulder and was like, "Yo, you're not going to advance, but you did good tonight, right?"
Yo,
he said that, right? He said that to me.
Jesus Christ.
And then he was standing next to me as they were naming who advances.
Right.
And then I advanced and he didn't.
Hell yeah.
So I was just like, "Yo, suck my fucking dick." Right? But I yelled that. Like,
whoops. It's like
he's sitting next to me.
Right.
He's sitting next to me, and then people just hear me go, "Suck my fucking dick."
People don't need to know. It's just I mean, I don't even want to. I'm not even tooting my own, but I think objectively, when you talk about art, it is subjective, but there's some things you could say about like if anyone has that experience of like people that you're creative with, and then you're like, yeah, dude, I'm not even something to write home about. I think right now, but for someone to then think they're that much to write home about, like they really like a Baku was not someone who I wasn't Raven long enough, not someone I fucking would write home about for fucking comedy.
He was somebody who annoyed me right out the back because there's a lot of guys in the scene, and they tend to be the ones who run a lot of mics.
Yeah,
who they get by on the fact that they run the show.
Yeah, they just run
but they never actually got funny.
Yet. You know what I mean? You're not good yet.
Yeah,
you are not good yet.
When those guys say shit, like when those guys, I'm like, you're insane.
Yeah, I remember one time. Marin dropped in at Raven, and Abeku was like, "Yeah, I'm like on like his level," and I was just like, "Yeah, you are a fucking crackhead."
What the fuck?
And again, this is the guy who notoriously in the Philly scene, he was the guy who handled the Pico bill in the house, the power bill. And then their power got shut off one day, and it turns out he never paid them. And they were like thousands of dollars in debt.
Yeah.
But aside from that, like he would do jokes that were like that just
Yeah.
didn't end.
Yeah.
You're just talking on stage for fucking 5 minutes. So it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, see, that's why the only comic I was mean to, I was pretty mean to Robert X because he would host mics and
do five in between, right?
And you know what? I can't even fully apologize just because it's like, yeah, dude, it's like you're hosting a mic. It's like it feels like we're all interrupting your hour-long, very unfunny set. But then you know what happened? I saw him and that also really annoyed me at the time because for me to do that, it's like, oh, my time doesn't mean a fucking thing to you,
right?
And that's a little disrespectful.
The room's time, not even your but everyone's
exactly.
time.
And I talked a little shit, and I shouldn't have. But then I saw him on Philly's Funny, and this is one of the things that assures me I'm a decent person because you know what? I saw him do a set, and you know what? When he's not sighing every other sentence,
right?
He's a killer.
He's actually really fucking funny. And I was the first one. And I was the first one to say, like, dude, I'll be very honest with you. I really didn't like your shtick. I didn't find you funny. That was fucking great.
Yeah.
And I meant it.
No. Yeah, I mean, it's just the idea. I mean, this isn't like why you don't take a dry deadpan comic, and you can't have them host. I bless, at least in that character. It's just not. It doesn't work.
Just keep the show going.
Bless your heart.
Exactly.
Yeah. There's nothing against him. Yeah, I like Robert X. Fine dude or whatever, But it's just rough.
And another dude at Medusa, I did have trouble with because I mentioned like
Jesse gets into shit.
Yeah, that Garrett guy. I fucked
Garrett
up.
Smith.
I fucked up a little bit because they're like, oh yeah, dude, we actually know someone in common. I know that girl Callie. He's like, oh, how do you know Callie? Like, oh, we met on OkCupid, and I shouldn't have said that because they had like hooked up. She's like, oh, I hooked up with a comedian before. Motherfucker tries hitting her up that night.
Right.
Like
Which Jesse apparently very territorial, and I guess.
But
that's hoe shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's some hoe shit.
That's
like,
bitch shit right there.
Right,
That is
right.
a pussy bitch thing to do.
If me and you or
True.
me or Jesse
I
or
get
whatever both fuck the same girl,
sure,
I'm more likely to be like, oh shit, pal. You know, like
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna be like, oh shit, you fucked this girl too. Now I have to talk about how. I'm
gonna try to get her from you now.
I wouldn't even bring you up. I wouldn't even bring you up.
Also, it also sucks because I was literally like 3 months into comedy at that point.
Right,
too.
right,
so
right.
I didn't even have the confidence at the time to be like, dude, that's what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I would be like, yo, you're a fucking hoe.
We've gone down the comedy rabbit hole, which means we're probably bringing it in.
Yeah, we got to wrap
We're
it
here.
up. Last
We out
topic. Here we are. Dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Death. Got any big death stories? Who was the first person you know that was what was the first death you had in your life that like fucked you up?
Ooh, I saw.
Great start.
Well, when I was probably like a kid, I saw a guy with he had I don't know, somebody hit him with something or something, but I just seen this dude on the ground. He's just bleeding, right? And I'm just like walking on like the bike trail, and I see this guy and he's just on the ground bleeding, right? And I was like, oh, I see him laying there, and then he started to move, right? And it scared me. So I ran.
Rick Helpa. No.
Yeah. So I ran, right? I wish. Yeah, I ran, right? And like I was at like my grandmom's house.
Right.
For like an hour. Right?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Should I have said something or
no? But like I came back and there was this chalk outline.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. So yeah. So he died.
Oh no.
He died. But like
you kind of were involved in that.
No, I have nothing to do with that.
Well, no, I mean, I don't know. He moved a little. I mean, I'm not trying to say you. Obviously, you were a kid. It's not your fault. But like, did you tell your grandma when you got home? Like, hey, grandma,
I was like, I found this guy. Yeah, I told her. I saw this guy by the bike trail, and like he's bleeding and shit.
Oh, all right.
And I was like, I don't know, what it is. And then
I was just like, that's not our business. Don't worry.
Yeah,
about it.
it's not my business.
Oh
you know
shit!
All
right, there you go.
It has nothing
That's
to do
fine.
with it.
So you did do. Sorry, all I thought was you just went over like dead guy, and then you went home.
No, I saw it and like
right.
And I was like, oh shit, this fucking scares the shit out. I'm 10 years old.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
I'm 10 years old.
Yeah.
Well, see, it's also I can even understand from a little kid point of view. Like if it would almost be worse to see somebody you think is dead. Like, oh wow, that's fucked up. Then he starts moving. I understand your initial thing is like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm gone. So I ran.
Of course.
And then like I came back,
right?
Like
chalk out,
and there was a chalk outline, and I was like, oh shit, he's dead.
Maybe he just wanted to remember where he'd been in case he loses anything.
Yeah. Holy
So I was like, oh shit, yeah.
That's fucked up, man.
That's early.
All right. What do you think happens when we die?
Yeah.
You have any spiritual shit?
Any
I've seen
religions?
you read some stuff. I wanted to get into it. We just don't have the time.
I would like to.
But I've seen some of the books you carry around. I'm actually like super interested in that
I
shit.
would like to. There's a big part of me that thinks that just energy just transfers.
Okay. We've talked about this before. Yeah, absolutely.
You're a spirit having a physical experience.
Right.
I hope that reincarnation isn't real, because I don't want to be anybody else.
Right.
I mean, I like this person a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm not really
you can
sure.
Still be you. You'll just be Brandon the Komodo dragon.
Yeah, I don't want to be a fucking butterfly, man. That would suck. Yeah, I don't want to be that. So I like to just think that it's just it just transfers. I'll see people argue about death a lot, and they'll be like, "Oh no, what happens is this happens and all this other shit." I'm just like, you don't know, you never die.
Yeah,
you know.
Right.
And I think like the most part of like the Bible is like some bullshit.
Yeah.
So I don't really believe in.
Gotcha. So no organized religion stuff. You're thinking just more like.
I mean, like it's if you take like bits and pieces of all of them. You can, yeah, you can.
Of course.
You get something out.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. That's
what
good.
What do you think? If you could choose right now, what would be your last words?
Shit.
There we have it, guys. Fucking Brandon Mitchell, host of Alt Black. What's your social media? What you got coming up? Where can we find you?
Instagram.
Suck my dick a Baku.
Yeah. Well, like, firstly, just listen to Alt Black on Spotify. We work hard. Listen to all this shit on DropTent. Actually,
Sure.
It's, Instagram, AO Brandon Mitchell. It's like 3 O's, AYOOO _ Brandon Mitchell.
Yep. You can go to the DropTent page actually for all of your stuff too.
Just go to DropTent page. You'll find me on all that shit.
The All Black DropTent page. Yep, you'll find all our socials, all our social medias.
Yeah, go to Milkboy South on Tuesdays.
Oh, that's right.
I run a very mildly attended open mic.
I didn't know you ran that one.
I keep a low profile.
Is it still? Is it you, Eddie Finn?
No, it's me.
No, I know it.
It's me, Chris Espy.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Joey Doherty.
Okay.
Nice.
It's a good
Lindsey Berrigan's funny.
Yeah.
Rachel Barnes is funny too.
Oh yeah. Just gotta get some bodies in there.
Yeah, so that's us for the most part.
Yeah, I love it.
They're trying to do like shows and shit, but I was like, I don't have time for that. Yeah,
gotcha.
Running the monthly fucking sucks.
Very, very true.
Yeah, and I'll be on oh shit, yeah, just follow me on Instagram because I have a show in Ambler next week, but I forget where in the what the fuck the venue is called.
Right, gotcha. So
okay.
You can get him on Instagram. I am in. If anyone's hearing this from Sterling, Virginia, I'm in Virginia next week. If you happen to be listening to this, come on out. I'm just opening up for Shea Guerrero, very talented comic, very awesome dude. So we'll be making that trip down. I've got some dates coming up, I think, in Connecticut in December. You can, of course, check out the pop-in shows for November and December. It's always the first Thursday. It's always new comics, so you can come out and do that. It's a great room. And just go to nerdswithwordspodcast.com for all the details and dates.
All right. At Jesse Dram, at Magic Misery Tour, at Neil Wood Comedy. Sure. I'm going to be at High Note Humor on October 23rd for their
I forgot about
roast Royal Rumble.
Oh, shit.
That's such a bad idea.
Yeah.
It's not, you have to ad-lib everything. It's going to be a lot of feelings hurt, and I'm going to do great.
It's going to be exciting. You're going to crush, man.
Jesse and I are both on that, so please come out to that.
Oh, if we end up on that same thing,
it's going to be good.
All right. We didn't get to the depressive suicidal black metal song of the week. I figured since Alt Black, this is an other alternative to black, we can go out on this. This is An Autumn for Crippled Children, and the song is Eternal.
It's going to be very terrible, Brandon, just to let you know.
All right. Bye.
So terrible.
This has been a DropTent Media production.